everyone. Today I am here with two very special guests, Lindsay Cummings and Sasha Alsberg. So would you guys like to just summarize Zenith and like the Andromeda Saga in general?
Lindsay, I'm going to leave it on you for the first part of it. Like, I'm like the worst at summarizing this book series just because it's so difficult for me to like mash together.
So it's a brainchild of the two of us. It's basically like Guardians of the Galaxy, but with an all-female crew.
Yeah, and pretty much they are sent on a rescue mission that goes awry, and they end up having to kind of save the galaxy, which is not very easy once they get into it.
Okay, so how does it feel to come to like the end of the series? Because I know you've finished series previously, and this is your first like conclusion. So like, how does it feel?
It's kind of a weird, bittersweet thing because you spend so much time working on it, and it's like it's like your baby for a while.
It's like 4 years.
Yeah, and then you just kind of let go, and it's also like a partnership for the two of us, so it's also weird.
Yeah, it's like I'm just like letting Lindsay go. No, it's a very interesting thing because Lindsay and I have been friends for what? 5, 6 years. It's been like a while, and so Lindsay's been such a focal point in my life, and so when we worked on this book, it's been 4 years of that, and then seeing the conclusion of it is like, where to next? We're not working on anything else as of right now, but who knows what the future may hold, and right now Lindsay has some exciting things coming up, and so do I, so I'm really excited to see that.
Okay, so if you had to move to Antarctica with any of your characters, who would you choose?
Ooh. I think you would be good on Solera. Oh, Lara would be a good one.
She could like heat up her scales and make a fire.
She should make a mad though. Do you know how to make Lara mad? Like, I don't know. No, like that's a good thing. I would like to move to Antarctica with that ice dragon that we have in book 2 because find out any. Oh my gosh, I want to ride it like Mary's. Like, oh my gosh, like I love that. But actually, I would definitely pick probably Lon. I mean, Lyra's from it works out. So we'll take Lyra. Yeah, we'll take the twins.
So where in the Mirabelle Galaxy would you want to live in, and where would you definitely not want to live in?
Nowhere. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that I think I want to live in Antarctica. Just because there's so many different. It's a terraformed planet. There's all these different landscapes in it. So if you got bored,
you could just
go to a different spot.
Okay. Yeah, no, I would like choose Arcadius mainly because I really love almost like the city feel of it because it's like all these really cool buildings and structures placed on these things called gravel rocks, which are pretty much floating mounds of dirt, pretty much. And it's really cool and it's very beautiful. But I would of course go to Lindsay over on Akira any day.
I wouldn't want to live on Zentera. I don't think.
Oh my gosh, nobody would. I wouldn't want to live on any other planets.
No.
Because it's all like just really like uninhabitable like places, especially Solera, which a majority of the second book Nexus takes place on. Because actually most of the inhabitants live in dome cities.
Because love winter.
Yeah, but you want that much winter on Lindsay. Let's say you got this.
No, okay.
How did you guys like sort of come up with the titles? Because
that was the hardest thing. I think we went back and forth. We were actually on thesaurus.com for so many hours for each of the different books, just trying to come up with something.
A cool name.
That fit. I was really just what's a cool name? But then also what's a name that fits in with the story and makes sense. That's a hard one.
And it is a hard one. And one thing that's really important to think about is what will kind of feature the storyline. Because nowadays I feel like we maybe would have chosen a different title. Because right now what's really in our titles are 3 words that are Queen of Darkness or something like that. But honestly, I'm so happy that we chose Zenith and Nexus. The Nexus kind of fell into our laps because of Lindsay. And it was just a throwaway title that she mentioned once. And we're like, wait, this really ties in well with the second book and the concept and the theme. So I'm really happy that we ended up with the two.
I like them. And they look really pretty on the covers.
I know.
We're happy with
Zenith
them.
and Nexus, one word. It's great.
Oh, so did you guys have any input into the covers? Because I know it went through a cover change. So did they ever want to match Nexus to the other cover, or was it just we're gonna switch it?
It was definitely a conversation of sorts. There was I remember one conference call with 30 people where they all talked about
It's really intimidating, those conference calls though.
Because it's awkward. You don't want to talk over the person.
You don't have to
room. But yeah, there were lots of conversations. We actually had, we got lucky because we got to have cover approval from the
Which
beginning.
most authors don't actually get cover approval, and most authors actually go out with their books with covers that aren't necessarily ideal for them. For us, we got to work hand in hand with one of our really good friends, JD Nettle, on the original cover, and then they thought about rebranding the second book and the first book's cover, which we also got a lot of say on with the Harlequin art department, which was wonderful as well. So it was really cool, and I feel like the first book really speaks to the origins of Zenith, the Andromeda Saga, and the next one really speaks to the storyline. So we're so lucky. And they go really well. The rebranding cover goes really well with the original.
Yeah, and I even had them on my shelf today, and they looked like
They look like
they
look very nice. Yeah, and the spines match, which I mentioned in one of my videos. Like, look at the spines. You see on the bookshelves, right?
Yeah. Okay, so what are you guys excited to see in each other's upcoming individual books?
Everything. Like, usually, I read what she writes in our books, and I'm just like, oh, can you just write everything ever that I ever would read? Like, Lindsay is such a wonderful writer, and I got to see her write her debut, which is The Murder Complex, and I've seen her grow as an author, and even from the first book to the most current one, she's such a wonderful author, and that's why I'm so grateful I got to expand my writing through her, because she taught me so much stuff. Without it, oh my gosh, I would still be writing the first draft of any book that I would ever start without her. But yeah, I'm so excited. Lindsay has an upcoming book in 2020.
I'm excited about that. I don't know if you can tell, but she's got a lot of energy.
Especially right now. I've had a cup of coffee today, but it's fine. You know what I'm saying?
So she brings a lot of energy to a project. Projekt RED, obviously, we're excited about that. But she sees a scene differently than most people do. She just I will typically jump to the first, almost the stereotypical way to set up a scene, but her ideas are always really out there, and I think that's something that a lot of authors wish they had more of.
Yeah, it's I kind of throw ideas at Lindsay sometimes, and she catches the ones that will stick, and Lindsay does the same thing to me, and it's just it's a really fun part, especially in the dramatic stage, which was always the biggest and best part for us. Once we went off to a coffee shop in was the last February? Yeah, and we ended up going to this coffee shop that had no Wi-Fi.
That was super weird.
What coffee shop has no Wi-Fi? And we were in the middle where the ocean was right in front of us, and we're okay, we'll make this do. And we have a great view.
And we got a lot of writing done. So I'm excited to see in Projekt RED what you do with your scenes in that. And then she also has some really funny character stuff. She'll do some just funny lines and one-liners that I just love.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to see that. Projekt RED has a lot of romance, which is something that we actually really kept out of the Nexus.
For sure.
Yeah, because that was kind of took a backseat because we really loved the portrayals of the character growth and the characters' relationships with each other, not necessarily romantic scheme of things.
Hi, you can come through. Now it's just okay. Are you gonna leave that in?
Yeah.
Okay, I love it.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that the coffee shop with no Wi-Fi, because I saw Victoria Schwab, she was talking about how she has one room in her house that has no Wi-Fi, and that's the room that she gets the most work done in.
Oh, that's genius. I didn't know that.
See, I'm so bad. Whenever I'm writing with somebody else who's on lots of writing retreats, I always give my phone to somebody next to me and say, don't let me look at it. Because, Wi-Fi is such a big distraction, and me, I'm such a Gen Zer, which I recently found out that I'm Gen Z and not a millennial, which is kind of rattling for me, but also fine. But because we're so used to just scrolling on our phones, and it's something that can really pull you out of the story when you're writing it.
Okay, so what's the most important thing to pay attention to while drafting or something? So something that you have to watch.
The plots. Especially when you write with multiple points of view and two brains.
And if you take out a couple points of views at the yeah. That happens.
Just gets complicated.
It does. But at the same time, sometimes when you're originally drafting the first draft, it's of course going to change. Multiple times. And I think that for the better most of the time. But as long as the core of the story stays the same in the way that you want it to happen, and not somebody saying this is how it should happen, I feel honestly that's the main key part of it.
We did like maps where we would make like, this is what needs to happen here. And we would go through and like write chapters 1 through 20, and like below each chapter we would write in red, like this must happen here. And so we really like had to keep everything organized.
It's really difficult because we have like technically 2 different storylines happening on 2 opposite sides of the galaxy, but with multiple different character points of views.
Yeah.
And I think it really helped having 2 of us involved in the creation of this book because we're not George R. R. Martin. We can't. We're good at keeping like characters different and straight and like figuring out where the storylines go, but it is difficult.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting how like most authors like take separate, like when there's multiple perspectives, or take like someone will take like 2 perspectives, but you guys wrote them all together so that you're on the same page.
Yeah,
so exactly.
It is, and I feel like our writings really flow together nicely.
Okay, so my final questions are: what was your favorite book of 2018, and what's your most anticipated book of 2019?
My most anticipated book of 2019 actually read in 2018.
What was it?
Well, it was The Chosen by Karen Matthew. Amazing book that I read in 2018, comes out on June 4th. But my favorite book of 2019 that I read this year was Verity by Colin Hoover. Like such a good book.
When did King of Scars come out?
January, I think.
Okay, that's my favorite. I'm gonna just say it's both.
This is close enough.
Last year I hardly had a chance to read at all.
You had
Yeah. And then so I'm listening to the audiobook of King of Scars, and it's absolutely incredible.
I just finished it like a few days ago.
That's so good. I love it.
I haven't read it.
Okay, so thank you guys so much for being with me.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
And Nexus came out May 7th, and you can pick it up at any of your local bookstores, and I will leave the link to the tour dates for Sasha and Lindsay's upcoming days.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bye. Bye. Those are wonderful questions. And what did you do it again? It's
Lukyan's Library.
Yeah. I really love that name. I saw it on our schedule. I'm like, that's an awesome one. So I'm gonna subscribe to your channel.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for doing. Is that the name of our logo?
Oh, yeah.
Are you doing Dano?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're awesome. Yeah, that was awesome. Love it. I was bored one day. I'm like, I'm gonna like dupe it because like the other logo is like so not
The same color.
So I was like, what do you better?
Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah.
I hope we weren't too chatty.
I'm really trying. I'm like, today's an exhausting day.
I can't wait to see that part in the video.
Oh, just broke it.